In today's video, we're going to be looking at the tide and moon information on our Casio Module 3562 watch. You don't have to go into this mode to see it. At a glance, you can always see your current tide and your current moon information. You can see we just hit 9 o'clock and my tide information up here just changed. I'm currently in high tide. So it's showing, it's a little dark value in the middle there. Basically, you've got a graph that goes around that shows you your tide information. We'll take a look at that here in a second. And then your moon, you've just got your current moon phase always displayed on the watch face. But if you wanted to go into that mode and see more information, we could press the bottom left button, which is the mode button, one time, and it will take us into the moon and tide mode. It's going to drop you in on whatever was the last value you were using when you were in this mode. So if you're not interested in tide information, you could just go to the moon data, and every time you go to this mode, it would drop you in on the moon data. I'll show you that here in a second. Right now, I'm currently on tide. So you can see, now when you go in here, it's always going to be as of 6 o'clock this morning. So before, where my tide was a high tide, you can see as of 6 o'clock this morning, it was near low tide. Same thing with the moon phase. Your moon phase will always be as of 6 o'clock in the morning. However, with your tide information, you can change the value. So as of 6 this morning, that was my tide. Now you'll notice this graph start changing. If I press the bottom right button, I can move to a different hour value. And you can see, so if I'm going surfing or fishing or something like that this afternoon or this evening, I can go to whatever time I want to and look and see what's the tide information going to be at that given time. So basically you're just pressing this bottom right button. Now what if I want to see moon data instead of tide data? You press the adjust button while you're in this mode. It'll toggle you between your moon data and your tide information. So there's my moon information for the day. That's my moon age. You're going to always have the current day here, and then that 24 is the year. And then again, you can see the moon phase here. It's a little bit small. Just for kick's sake, I'll show you. There's my Garmin Instinct against the Casio. So it's a lot easier to see it on this watch. But nonetheless, if you've got decent eyes, you can see it. Again, while you're on the moon view, you can press the bottom right button and you can move forward to any day you want to. Now, what if you really want to go out there in the future? Maybe you're, I don't know, you're getting married in 2 years and you want to take moon photos or something like that. I don't know why you would want to do this, but if you wanted to go to a specific day, while you're in this, you could press and hold the adjust button, and you'll have a blinking value that's your year. I can use either of the two buttons on the right-hand side. I can go back in the past. January 1st, 2000 is the earliest you can go back. I'll show you that. And then the latest you can go to is December 31st, 2099. But let's just, I don't know, let's pick a date value. Let's go back to 2000. If I press the mode button, it'll take me to my month. I can adjust to whatever month I want. And then again, if I press the mode button, I can go to whatever date I want. Once I've got it set, I'm going to simply press the adjust button. And now we are looking at the tide information for September 4th of the year 2000. And then again, if I wanted to see the moon information, I would just press the adjust button. And now we're looking at the moon information for that date. So kind of cool. Basically, it's just a glance. And then again, I can go forward from that date all I want to. Now remember, we're in the moon mode right here, or in the moon view, I should say. I'm totally done looking at the moon and tide information. I'm going to press the mode button. You can't press and hold it like you can with the G-Shock watches. Get back to my main timekeeping. The next time I go into this mode, because I was in moon last time, it remembers that and it puts me back in the moon view. Now it's going to reset my date back to the current day value, but it doesn't put me in tide. So that's what I was saying earlier. If you're somebody who's more into the moon, you can just stay in the moon view. If you're more into tide, you can stay in the tide view, and then you can always just use the adjust button to toggle the two. Anyway, I hope that gives you a glimpse at the moon and tide information on this watch. If the video helped, thumbs up are always appreciated. Thanks for watching.